Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we are going to clear the Flint tube in this vintage Ronson Gem automatic petrol lighter. We have already removed the Flint spring and screw. And you can see here that when you try to actuate the mechanism, it is seized up. So we are going to need to disassemble this from the top, most likely clear old degraded flint from the Flint tube, and then reassemble it, hopefully, as a working lighter. Now, I get this question all the time, and I've made a video on it. And this may seem like a major contraption for such a small job, but when you have a fulcrum screw that turns both the screw and the cap, and your fingernail, thumbnail, whatever you have that you might be able to use, will not hold it, such is the case here, then you basically need an extra set of hands. I had that set the way I wanted it, and then I moved it, so now I got to get it back the way I want it. So we got it straight on the back side, on the cap here, or close to straight. And I've got a small precision screwdriver here mounted into a vise. So we will put the head of that screw, or actually the fulcrum cap, onto that screwdriver. And now with this other screwdriver, we will loosen it up. See that backing off? So there's our fulcrum cap into the 91% isopropyl alcohol. We find a smaller screwdriver here, or maybe a pick, some other implement that I can use to, we can go ahead and get this out of the way now. But now we want to push the fulcrum screw out. And while holding pressure here from the top, pull the fulcrum screw. Now we can let everything come up out of there. Got our thumb lever and piston spring. We have our snuffer, along with a gear that's trying to run off here. There's the gear off the back side. So we'll get those clean. Got our snuffer and the clutch spring and file wheel. So that's all going to get dipped off in the 91% isopropyl alcohol. Now we are going to take a 3/32 drill bit and try to make a dent in this old degraded flint. And it is pretty hard. Makes it making a little bit of progress there, but not much. So you guys know how this goes. If I try to spin one by hand and it'll cut through there pretty quick, then I'll do it. Otherwise, my carpal tunnel syndrome will not allow me, so we're going to use the automatic drill. Power drill, whatever you call it. So we won't need a whole lot of pressure here. The bit's going to be turning pretty fast. We will speed up some of these drilling sequences just to cut down on the monotony. Okay, we're going to go back here with the spinning it by hand for a minute. See if we can make a little progress. That flint is extremely hard and really doesn't appear to want to go anywhere. Hit it with the power drill again. Pull that 3/32 drill out, or bit out, and this is a, looks like 1/16, so way smaller. See if we can get this started right in the middle. And this drill work, pretty hard on my hands also. So I don't know, this one is pretty tough. I think we will pull the wick and wadding out of this one. Move that fuel screw. Might as well throw that in there. The gasket was all eaten up on it anyway. Find a pair of tweezers and start pulling out this wadding. Our goal here is to get all this wadding, get the wick out, and then soak this lighter in 30% concentrated vinegar. All right, just coming out of there in some pretty good strands. Looks pretty clean besides some, I don't know what you would, some red or pink tinted contamination there. We will not be reusing this wadding, but I still don't want to tear it up any worse than is necessary, because it'd be easier to come out of there. You can get it to come in big pieces or long strands. And of course, those tweezers not going to reach all the way down in there, so we'll have to pull some of this wadding up here toward the top. This really is the tedious kind of work for vintage cigarette lighters. That wick looked pretty clean. So that got our wick and all of our wadding. So we are going to dunk this off in some 30% concentrated vinegar and just see what happens. I don't know that I have enough battery life to keep this going the whole time. So we will start it and then pick back up in another video if we have to charge the camera. Now we have our vinegar, and we are going to dunk this lighter off in there. It's going to be a little bit hard to see that, but at some point it should start bubbling and hopefully eat through the concreted flint that is in that tube without damaging any other part of the lighter. We will check back in with you soon. So we will leave you with this 30% concentrated vinegar bubbling up from that concreted flint that is stuck in the tube. We will no doubt have to edit or speed up some of this footage, and we'll continue with that tomorrow. Until next time.